Welcome everyone to Indie Quests. I'm going to be playing Ascent. It is by Kolba. It has a little intro here, but let me go into it, into the game itself and the author. This is his only game so far, and honestly, I think his game has been very much misunderstood and put down on the fact that there is religious words put into this. But yet, a lot of people are misinterpreting what he actually means. I'll go into that once this starts, but honestly, I really enjoyed the game. Oh. Whoops. It took me a little bit of a while to figure this out at first. But really what you're trying to do is basically what the title says. You're trying to ascend to new heights. And if you look at the timer on the right here, if you, I don't know if you can tell from how small it might be on the screen right now for you, but that is a sun, or our sun at least. And as we speak right now, it is getting dimmer and dimmer, very slowly. It's very quiet, and you can hear birds in the background, but what I was most upset about with how these people reacted to this is the amount of people that just say, this is stupid, I can't figure out what to do. That's just one part of the people, or the complaints about some of the people that play this game. It's like, oh, can't figure out what to do, when they don't actually spend time to do it. The other part is once you get up to a certain height, you'll start seeing religious words, like, I don't know, maybe like text from the Bible, or I can't actually remember offhand because it's been probably a few months since I've played this. And I actually wasn't able to beat it, not because I couldn't reach new heights, it's because I ran out of time. But it was just still sad when I saw this, or I saw the replies that this had generated, that it basically people were angry because religion was mentioned in this, and some people have noted that this isn't a religious game, it's almost an anti-religious game. I probably should have came out and said that a lot earlier. I'll make the case once I get up there. If I get up there. And for those who say this is stupid, this is actually a very interesting mechanic. It uses the gliding mechanic, or a gliding mechanic, I should say. Almost like a bird. And you use those stars that you pick up to glide. Whoops, I missed them. Come on, star. Whee! Maybe I can reach up there. Ooh. The golden ones give you 5. Just grab a star or 2. And we're there. You start ascending to the sky. Yeah, it's important to note that the main way to go forward in this game is actually to go back. Because the higher up you are in this, the more speed that you can pick up when you're falling. So you can use that to launch yourself up, and on the way up you can pick up some more stars. See, very peaceful music. I've yet to encounter any glitches in this, and I think I played it maybe once or twice before when I first discovered it. And since then, I've added this to the list of games that I thought deserved, or I thought that were cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Though as you go faster, you get harder to control. Whoa. I'm Superman. Well, since most of the people will probably click off this video before I get to mention it, there it is. Now, I'm guessing since right after someone saw that, they're like, oh, great, they put religion in this. But really, if you noticed what happened, the text slowed you down. And it also allowed you to glide upwards more, but it slowed you down, and as soon as you get out of it, you start to fall. So you can take your own interpretations from that, but in a way, the text holds you back, meaning that this person considers that religion may hold you back. And it's a shame that in our society that we're so ready to put down something just because it has religion. If it was extremely clear that this was anti-religious, I think it would have been a lot more popular, but even then, it just seems kind of horrible that society has such a view of religion. And I hold no resentment for the person who made this game if they don't like religion, but what they're trying to achieve here is just a greater idea of understanding, which is definitely something I could appreciate and look into. Alright. Thinking of getting those stars in between them. Oh, nice. Yeah, sadly you can only hold a certain number of stars. And sometimes you have no choice but to go through the text. Though I guess another way of looking at this, if you don't believe this is an anti-religious thing, is that in order to reach a higher plane of thought, that you have to go through thoughts of religion. Because really, how do you know something is the truth unless you've considered it? People and law enforcement don't just say, that person's it, they're the one who did it, without considering all of their suspects. They're not just going to say, eeny, meeny, money, mo, you did it. Even if they have a pretty good idea, like the guy is covered in blood and said he did it and showed you where he hid the bodies. Everything must be considered. Because the meaning of life is definitely something you don't want to get wrong. For yourself, at least. It's different for everyone. And it looks like my time is beginning to run a little bit short. I can't tell if I got further now than I did before. There's definitely a path you can follow up. I guess one complaint I had is that it's very hard to read the text to get an understanding for what the game is trying to say. Because you're so busy trying to stay up in the air that you don't really have time to read it. Yeah, but I'm just gonna say again that I just thought it was really... I just thought it stunk that this game got such bad reviews from people just because it had any type of religious context in it. And I think the game is, like, amazing. Ah, man, I messed up again. Come on, yes! The words can sometimes help you out, but more so they can be a hindrance, and especially if you're trying to get through this in a certain amount of time, which I am. If I don't get through this too fast enough, the timer's gonna end up running out, and I'm gonna be back in the situation I started from. Darn it. There we go. I'm a little worm. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. In a way, a lot of these words or phrases don't sound like something you'd read in a religious text. They sound very philosophical. Or at least these ones. Like I said, it's possible that he is trying to show the actual... It's possible he's trying to show the sense of mankind's idea of what reality really is. Because a lot of people, or at least a lot of cultures, started out with religion, but as the turn of the century came, I don't have any specific examples, people began to have different ideas of what really life was. Like the idea of, I think, therefore I am. That's probably the best example I can think of. Which is sad, because I did take a course, and I learned a bunch of them. On the side of nature, of being greater or more. I'm hoping I can make it up there. Oh, ow. Oh, no, no, no. Ah! Darn it. This is where those words get in the way. Well, they do help slow you down so you don't get into a terminal velocity. Come on, pick up the stars. I should actually look up exactly how far someone has gotten in this, because I'm actually curious how far you can go in this game. As you can see in the right there, that the star is turned red, which is the next stage of what is it? That's going to be the next stage of our sun's development. It's going to gain in size and turn red after a certain layer of gases has dissipated. See, I know a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Ah, man, I messed it up. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna make it up there. Come on. Ah. Well, you have to go through garbage sometimes before you can reach the stars. Da-dum-bump. It's possible I'm missing the entire point of what the author was trying to say. But I consider that games are up for interpretations for whoever wants to interpret them. Just like movies and books. And now the sun has progressed into its final stage before it either explodes or turns into a supernova. Or no, black hole. Supernova or black hole. I believe it is called a white dwarf star. And that is a pretty long way away, but when the sun reaches that, we're basically out of luck. Unless we found another planet to go to. Let's see if I can at least reach the next area. Darn it, darn it, darn it! Nice, I'm on a good track. The only way we can determine true age of the Earth is for God. Yep, this is still religious text. Yeah, I am a religious person, but I'm not always in agreement with everything that's said in religion. Whoa. Maybe I can read. Ah, darn it! Yeah, one thing I do have to say is that religious people don't always just reject science. In fact, there are some religious people that actually agree with science. Is this it? Nope. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna make it. Very lonely. Very big sense of loneliness in a way. And I'm running out of time. This probably is the highest I've ever gotten, though. So I'm glad I actually got it on tape. Pain is just... I think even if this game was just about religion, I'd still think it'd be a playable kind of game because I like the mechanics of it. Even if I was just climbing up here and there was no text at all. Which actually I think a lot of people would have preferred, but it still would have been a good game. Whoa. What's this? Need more star power. Ah, man. I'm near down to my last 60 seconds now. Come on, straight up. Straight up. Wow. whoa, whoa. Over here. Hold on. It seems like the text is becoming more determined to stop me. Or from you to climb higher into thought. If you want to take it that way, it might just be climb higher. Okay, I don't agree with that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, turn around, turn around. Man, it doesn't look like it's going to matter. I'm about to run out of time. Let's see how high I can get. Your time is up. You notice that the final one is it turning into a star. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself. So I hope you'll actually look into this and maybe draw your own conclusions, because I hope I at least try to put some kind of doubt in your mind that this isn't just a mindless religion game where someone's trying to shove an opinion down your throat. This actually is trying to make you question. Now, whether or not you agree with religion or you're an atheist or whatever, there's never any harm in looking deeper into what has been given to us. And I definitely wouldn't put down this game just for including something that we all should know already, or should be looking into, or questioning, for that matter. And I'd like to say that I'm looking forward to more of his stuff in the future. And if I could, I'd definitely give this game an award. And the only complaint is that usually if a message does not come across, it's usually on the offer, but I'm not going to blame him for this, since it's kind of a very hard thing to get across, especially to our society today. Well, thanks for watching, guys, if you actually stayed this long to watch it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and check out it's Kolba. I don't think I even said his name. Yeah, sorry about that. Check out Kolba's game here, and maybe stay up to date on him, because he might be releasing some stuff in the future. And you can find it in the link in the description below. And thanks for watching, everyone.